Dynamite! How's it going, all you guys and girls in the Illumination? Time to jump aboard the train. It's me, it's JJD, JJ the Illuminator here. Also known by almost countless other aliases and nicknames, but we won't get into that right now. My friend passed away this morning. It was the guy I worked with that retired back in March, April of 2020. He retired pretty much for medical reasons, and ended up at some point, he was a long-time smoker, ended up with cancer of the liver and had some cancer spots on his lungs. Was going to some type of chemo and or radiation. I'm not 100% sure. This gentleman, he was a friend of mine at work for many years. I mean, from like 2004 when he got hired. He was older than me. He was 70. Or he just turned 70 back in June. So he was much younger, but not 54 or so when I met him, give or take. But I was still younger at the time, somewhere around 28, 29, give or take. But he was a nice guy. He had a sense of humor where he liked to laugh. And me being the type of person that loves to laugh and make people laugh, and especially in a real life situation or real life situations, he became part of the group that I was hanging out with for breaks and everything at the time. But it's funny because they put him in hospice about 10 days ago. And, you know, from my experience, that's sometimes, you know, it's usually, and, you know, no offense to anybody, you know, but around here, the people I know, it's usually the last step when they can't do anything else. And long story short, he hung on for like 10 days. But he was, the past couple of months, I mean, after just retiring, this happens to so many guys I work with. They work and work and work, past the point where they really should be working because they forget to enjoy life, and then a few months after they retire, something happens. But you think you're prepared for something, and for me, I keep learning that you can hope for the best but prepare for the worst. But for me, even when you think you're prepared for someone's death, it's still, you're not prepared. And I don't think anybody really ever, anyone that I know anyway, you know, it still hits you like a ton of bricks when it's actually over. And I feel really bad. And I just hope that his family can deal with this and, you know, do the best they can. And especially nowadays, you know, I don't know if they're going to have any type of service or anything like that. But, you know, it also gives that, you don't have that luxury nowadays, the way things are right now. You don't get that closure of having a wake or a funeral because of the COVID-19 and all this other stuff. But, you know, it's part of life, but, you know, it's never welcomed. Not for me anyway. I love you all. Stay safe. This is the Illuminator, and I'll be back.
Now, Biff, can I assume that your insurance is going to pay for this porridge?